and
Oh, I'm not ready. Hang on. Sorry. I forgot. It's been like, what, 3 weeks? Okay. Are you ready? Are you ready, Justin?
yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
Cool. So the for starters, I'm gonna do my best. I only have about 15-20 laps. I ran a 47.2 to let you guys know that's like a second slower than Philippe's lap for the week. So I'm not gonna give you perfect instruction, but we'll go with what I seem to have figured out so far. So this is a Rouge, and in the Skippy, you if you're drafting someone, I don't know that this instruction works. I haven't raced here yet. I'm guessing it won't, but if you're time trialing, you can definitely just hold it all the way through here. You don't need to downshift or brake. You just have to run the right line and move the steering wheel correctly. So you wanna get the car over the curbing. And then you want to gently turn, and probably a little more than you're thinking you're going to need to, turn into the hill. And right where the hill flattens out, immediately when it flattens out, you want to straighten out your steering wheel, because if you don't, you're going to scrub a bunch of speed with that excess steering. And that's really it. We're gonna go down for like ever till the next turn. So for this turn, I am starting to brake about halfway down this curbing here. I guess I haven't been on it, but you know what? I probably should be a little further onto this curbing. And this brake is actually a pretty gentle brake. You just want to ease from fifth down to third. You don't have to do a threshold brake here. You just want to get slow enough that as you're looking at the apex, that you can make the apex. And there is a 1X over here, so I haven't quite figured how far I can go, but I do get up on this curb in third gear, and you want to compromise this this corner so that you come up further over here so that you can go to the next corner and late apex again. So if you treat these like S's, you just want to remember S's are almost always late apexes. So you want to late apex the next corner. You'll swing out some, but you definitely want to get back. There's no way with this very short straight that you're going to make up more time than you're going to lose on the next little run. So you definitely want to be able to get back over here, and still in third gear, you want to turn in for the next corner. Go ahead and get up on the curb, swing out over to this curb, and then we're going to go up to fourth gear. And probably in between the 100 marker and the curbing. So I start braking probably about here, and we're going downhill, so don't try and use all of your braking power. You're gonna slide out. So you want to use as much as you can without locking up the brakes, and go from fourth down to third and then to second. And I'm losing a ton of time on this corner, but what I've been trying to do is trail brake in second for as long as I can, staying as tight as I can. And I think I just get on the gas too early. I think maybe a later gas is what I'm missing, because I've noticed Philippe's Ghost doesn't go all the way out to the other curbing. He goes out to about here, and then he comes back. And so now we've gone from second back up to third, and then we're going to brake a little bit. We're just kind of we're going to brake and shift to third. We're really going to let the shifting to third do most of the work here. We'll be off the gas and brake as we kind of turn, sliding a little into into this apex, and then right at the apex, you want to be able to get back on the gas in third, and that should throw us out to here. There is a 1X here. There seems to be a 1X about everywhere, and I just haven't learned them all yet. So that's Sector 1 and part of Sector 2. Any questions before we go through the last bit?
Looks like we're good.
Cool. So we're going back from third to fourth. I can't remember if we hit fifth or not.
Yes.
Okay, so we hit fifth, and then right about where the there's some stoplight on the sign or on the right over here. Probably about here, maybe a little later. Just kind of depends on how fast we're going. We're going to start braking, and we're going to go from fifth down to fourth. Our goal here is just to carry as much speed as we can into this apex. And if we get to here and you feel like the car just still isn't slowing down, even though you're off the gas and the brake, go ahead and brush the brakes again or brake just a little bit. But the goal should be to get the car to just kind of free flow over to about here on the track. And depending on your speed, somewhere in between the apex and here is when you get back on the throttle. And I just fully stomp on the gas when I get back on it, and I aim for the other apex. And so I kind of treat this like a 2 apex corner. And I hit over here as the second apex, and that throws me out. You can't get too much of the green here, so maybe one tire is okay. And then we head on down. And for this corner, we're all the way back up into fifth. Right when the curbing starts, we're going to brake from fifth down to third. And as we're braking, we're keeping an eye on our apex. And then we're going to be off the gas and brakes, maybe just trail braking a little bit. And right about here, what I've been using is kind of a gas marker, is this darker orange or darker brown. So there's like the curbing, the light brown, and then the darker brown. Right about when the darker brown starts is when I'm going to get back on the gas. Again, this is you can treat this like S's, and you basically want a late apex and a late apex. So we're going to compromise the corner and stay farther right, and then we're going to turn in for our other apex, still in third gear. And then we're going to shift back up to fourth gear as we come to the track out. And then we're going to get all the way back to the other side. And I may be wrong, but I'd say this is one of, if not the most important corner on the track, because after you make this turn, you're going to have the car floored for a very long time. So we're going to go from fourth down to third. And we're going to, as we go down into third, we're going to turn in and trail brake. And we're going to aim to at least hit the red and white curbing over here and get on the throttle right about here. The earlier you get on the throttle here with, obviously carrying as much speed, the better. There's just a ton of time based on how you take this one corner. So I'm going to be thrown out, and then for the next corner, I'm just looking at the apex, keeping the car floored, turning in, keeping the car floored. It's going to throw me out, but I'm going to keep it floored. So through that whole section, if you are not drafting, you can keep the car floored. If you are drafting, I'm going to guess you can't. And so let's say we're just time trialing. We were able to keep the car floored, and we made it to this point. If you look at the white line, you can see that it's no longer solid white. There's black marks on it. So probably about halfway after the black marks start, between here and the red and white curbing, I'm going to brake from 5th down to 1st. We're going to wait. We're going to get down to 1st gear, and we're going to aim to take this super tight. Again, it's S's, so we're going to compromise. And we're going to aim to get as far over as we can because this was a very short straight. And now we're going to late apex in 1st gear, get thrown out here, and head on down for the final corner. I think I'm braking a bit late, but what I'm currently braking at is the in between the 150, so about the 75. On the left, you can see there's some, it's almost all dark green grass, but then there's this kind of patch of burnt grass. I'm using that as my braking marker, so probably about here. And we're going to be braking all the way down to 1st gear. We're going to stay straight, and then we're going to use this banking here to also help rotate the car so we can carry a little extra speed. This is a pretty long corner, so I actually end up brushing the brakes once or even twice, trying to get the car to rotate around this big block of concrete. And then you just got to gauge it and get back on the gas and try not to throw yourself too far past the curbing over here. And that does it. That's 1 lap. What questions we got?
I had a question on one of the S's up front, but I can't remember which one it is. I'll bring it up when we get to it.
Okay, yeah. I'm not sure a flying lap is really going to be the best use of our time. I can do one, but I'm probably going to spin out or hit a wall or something. I'm not very consistent yet. So having you guys watch me just drive down straight is probably in the best way.
We can always go back and watch your 47 too. Sure,
yeah. I'd say at this point, given the size of the track, it's probably better if we all just go practice. I particularly need to practice drafting because I don't know what that's going to do to my brake points yet.
Okay. Thanks, Justin.
Sounds like fun. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks,
Justin. No problem.
Just for some help, I put in the Discord the corner names for the track, so you can see kind of what certain corner names are called. Just so you can like, oh, I'm having problem at this corner or something like that.
The recording software crashed. What the fuck? Oh, jeez.
You weren't kidding about spinning that, were you, Justin?
He had a little help. Nope. God damn it. No video, guys. It crashed on me.
That sucks.
I got 6 seconds. Well, I hope you guys all committed it to memory.
I might have it.
Oh yeah? That'd be awesome, because I don't have it. Well,
I was thinking halfway through, man, I should probably be recording this.
Well, I almost made it with the Eau Rouge without losing speed. Better that than spinning out, I guess.
All right, you guys want to meet up around pit lane, and that way we can. I think it'll take forever if we try and all group up naturally.
Yeah, sounds good.
in the pits, or where we gonna?
How about the straight after you exit pits?
Is there a straight there?